Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, hope it all well. Now this morning I'm down on the right hand side of Nells Point in Barry. I've done a couple of videos on the left hand side up towards Jackson's Bay, but not here. It's a first time for the camera, but it's not a first time for me because I have fished it many times in the past. There is method in my madness. Today we've got a really strong easterly wind and over there it's blowing an absolute gale. Whereas at this spot, much more sheltered. Don't get me wrong, it is still a little bit windy, but yeah, compared to over there, like a different world. Anyway, I've just started fishing, got 2 rods out there. I'm going to fish the flood. High water, it's in around 3.5–4 hours time. I've started off with a couple of 3/0 pulley pennels, but you know me, at some point I'll probably stick on a scratching rig too. 3-hook flapper rig, something like that. I've got ragworm, squid, bluey, sand eel and a bit of mackerel. Guys, enjoy the video and let's see what happens. Very first cast of the session, left hand rod. Let's take a look, it's been going for a while. What a cracking start of the session. Like I said, very first cast on a 3/0 pulley pennel, big bunch of ragworm, and we got ourselves a little male spotted ray. The light at the moment isn't very good. It's only around 5:20 in the morning, so what I'll do, I'll swing the camera around and we'll have a proper look at him. But yeah, what a start. Yeah, even up here, the sun hasn't quite come up yet, so it's still a bit dark. I'm not sure how well you can see this fish, guys. Like I said, he's only a babber. He's only, I don't know, a couple of pounds, but hey, I'll take it. There he is. Let's pop him back straight away. He's gone. Yeah, very pleased with that start. Always nice to get off the mark early on. For now, I'm going to have to keep the camera this way, so apologies for the lack of light. When that sun comes up, I'll be able to swing the camera around and everything will look much nicer and much brighter. So the left hand rod, I'm sticking with a big bunch of ragworm, because that's what I caught that small ray on. On the right hand rod, I've just whacked out double sand eel. Well, the sun did rise, but didn't last long. It's gone very cloudy all of a sudden. It was forecast full on bright sunshine all day, so I'm not sure what's happened, although I'll take it. Bit of cloud cover, always very welcome. Since I caught that spotted ray first cast, it's all gone very quiet, not a touch. Must have been that first cast cursed. Quite a big tide today, 11.4 metres, which in old money for Barry is 14.6 because we had 3.2. So we have got a bit of a rip out there, and I've got a 7-ounce gripper on each of those rigs. They're holding bottom lovely. So far, so good. I mean, I talked about the other side of the point, left-hand side. Over there, the rip today, well, it would have been incredible. But here, I'm right next to Whitmore Bay, or Barry Island Beach if you like. And yeah, it's not too bad. We're around 45 minutes off high water. Not much to report, I'm afraid. Completely dead. I am a bit shocked, I must admit. I haven't had that fish first cast. I thought, here we go. It's going to be a busy session, but that's what can happen. Right down rod, next cast, I'm going to stick on that 3-hook flapper rig with size 1 hooks. Put it fairly close, 40-50 yards, and you never know. Not even a doggy. Where have they gone? I'm enjoying it. First time I've been fishing in around 2 weeks, so yeah, nice to be out. Always nice to come back down to Barry. The only one disappointing thing about today so far is the amount of litter, and I'm sorry to bang on about this, but well, I'll show you in a sec, but just above me it's filthy. I have got a spare carrier bag, so I'll pick it up, but shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to. I'm not doing this to show off. I'm doing it because I care about this mark. Just fill the carrier bag with rubbish, and it took me no more than a minute. And that's what I don't get. It's not hard. But got a right old assortment in here. Different types of bait packets. Got cloths, rags, plastic bags, whatever that thing is. A few plastic bottles, fag packets, loads and loads of newspaper, you name it, I've collected it. And don't get me wrong, the absolute majority of us, you know, we take our litter home, but it's always the minority that ruin it for everyone else, and this is why we lose marks. Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of my viewers, my subscribers, my channel members. It's very much appreciated. I know I sound like a stuck record, but I am striving for 1 video a week. At the moment, I'm doing 2 videos a month, and to be honest, even that at times is a push. But I'll keep plugging away, and one day I might get there. In about 5 years' time. Bang on high water now. Got the old 3/0 flapper rig out there. Let's see if we can wrinkle something out. You never know, might all kick off on the ebb. That's happened to me down here before in the past, you know. Now this particular mark, well, a little bit further up, you can fish it from low water up, but I fancy the flood today. Especially on this big tide. Bit easier for filming on the old rocks. I'd say we're an hour into the ebb now. I've just taken off that 3-hook flapper rig because it was doing nothing. Again, I'm quite surprised. Thought we may have had a doggy or a small conger, a pouting, but nothing at all. So for the rest of the session, I'm just going to fish with bigger baits. On the right down rod, I've just whacked out a squid and sand eel wrap. And on the left hand rod, there's a big bunch of ragworm. And that's the good thing about ragworm. Literally anything will take it. I caught my biggest ever smoothhound on ragworm over at Jackson's Bay about 8 years ago. 12 pounds exactly. And if you watch my first ever Jackson's Bay video that I made, I show the photograph of that fish. Yeah, on ragworm. The old water is dropping quickly now. I think I'll give it 45 minutes, possibly an hour, and that'll be me done. It's been nice fishing at this spot again. I used to fish here a lot back in the day, whereas nowadays I tend to fish over on the left hand side of the point, on the rough, whereas the ground here is fairly clean. Casting onto sand, I mean there are some rocks in front of you, but generally speaking, yeah, the ground is fairly clean. I've not lost any rigs today, so happy days. This easterly wind is misbehaving again. It's been up and down like a yo-yo. I mean, like I said, down here you are fairly sheltered from it, but even so, at times it has been a bit gusty. I think this is the 4th video I've made, the 4th one on the trot, whereby we've had an easterly wind, and I can never ever remember a period or a time whereby we've had easterly winds for weeks on end. Just can't seem to shake them off. I always feel so much more confident on the southwesterly. It's like someone once said to me, always get your excuses in early. Never a truer word spoken. Right, last cast now. Got a nice piece of mackerel on there. And let's see if we can get a bit of last cast magic. Imagine if we did. Well, I didn't get that second fish in the end, but I tried, and I tried hard. Cracking start of the session, wasn't it? I thought, hello, it's going to be one of those days. Didn't turn out that way at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Didn't get another touch, not a nibble all session. That's fishing for you. But you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's always nice to come down to Barry. It's got a special place in the old heart, you know, and no doubt I'll be back very soon. As for where I'm going to be next, I got no idea, to be honest. I get the old tie book out, assess the weather, and we'll take it from there. I wouldn't mind going back down to Porthcawl. I've not done a video down there for a while, or possibly Swansea Way or the Gower. We'll have to wait and see. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. It's mega appreciated. Any questions or comments you have, pop them below and I'll get back to you. Until the next one, look after yourselves, take care. All the best.